Welcome to part 5 video for finding cube of a given number within a specific range. So we have tested our loop and it works fine, and now we're going to go ahead and start working on our rest of the program that will be triggered from this loop. So the first thing is we're going to go ahead and start writing our function. So this will be a simplest void function, and we will try to indent all of the steps within the function block so that we can clearly code these without any confusion. Now we know that find cube as per our pseudocode representation must have an input number. So we are going to just go ahead and type input num. Input num supplied to find cube is then used to find the cube equals, and then we're going to just go ahead, get our variable argument that was passed to this function, and then calculate cube. Now there are several ways we can do that. We can use the exponent or power function with 2 asterisks, or we could also find the cube by simply multiplying input number as you can see that this becomes a little less elegant. So that's why we are not going to use this. But when it comes to, a pinch and you can't find the specific formula, you can always rely on basic algebra. So we're going to get rid of this, and then we need to return this cube. Okay, return the cube. Oops. Now let's go back to step 5. That's where we're going to call this function. Okay, so we're going to say my numbers, my nums cube equals, and we're going to call this function find cube, and then within this we're going to pass the value or the argument loop var, because we know already that loop var contains all the values that we are looking for as for cube is concerned for every loop. Once we find my nums cube through this value, we need to print it. So for now we're going to just go ahead and simply print this value. Why? We don't want to worry about formatting, establishing tables, and all that stuff. If our core program doesn't work in our unit testing, then we gotta concentrate more on exactly where the problem is as opposed to fighting with the formatting issues. We can do formatting later. Right now, let's go ahead and run this program. So we save it, and then we run this program. Okay, so now it's going to ask for the lower limit. We're going to say minus 1.5. The upper limit is 4.5. And then the increment is 0.5. So guess what? Our program prints loop variable with 3.375. -1 is -1. and we test this value on few of them, compare them with the hand solution, and guess what? This seems to be a good functioning program. So that's the stage where we are done, and now we can potentially worry about formatting and other stuff so that the presentation is okay. But as far as basic logic is concerned, this program is done. And now that we have successful execution, we go ahead and screenshot our code and also screenshot our clean run and save this file, and we are pretty much done. Obviously, if you have more time, then in that case you can go in and add some formatting to improve this particular table.